Army intelligence was waiting in front of my house, he said. They already watching your house, he said. After that, he offered me 5 million for me to retract the SD. The Malay man asked me whether you are married. I said yes. Do you love your family? I said yes. If you love your family, just follow what Deepak instruction, just follow him. Everything will be okay, he told me.
Do you know who this Datuk was?
Yeah, I know. It's Najib's brother.
Najib's brother?
Younger brother, who's as an architect.
What's his name?
Datuk Najib.
These shocking revelations come from P Balasubramaniam, a private investigator who came out of hiding recently to give a no-holds-barred interview in the presence of 3 prominent Malaysian lawyers. It is Bala's first public statement since the 49-year-old ex-police officer and his family were forced to disappear in 2008 after making startling revelations about the alleged business links and sexual relationship between Prime Minister Najib Razak and Mongolian model Altantuyaa Shaariibuugiin. A day after making the shocking exposés, Bala retracted the statutory declaration and was never seen again until this interview. This is his account about what happened to him, his ordeal after he made the shocking disclosures about Mr. Najib and the late Altantuyaa.
We want justice! We want Bala! We want Bala! We want justice! We want justice! We want Bala! We want Bala! We want justice! We want justice! We want Bala! We want justice! We want justice! We want Bala! 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 Najib mana Bala! Najib mana Bala! Najib mana Bala!
This demonstration by friends and concerned citizens took place shortly after private investigator P Balasubramaniam disappeared from the public eye, along with his family. He was hired by Razak Baginda, an aide of Mr. Najib, to check on the Mongolian model when she arrived in Malaysia to confront Mr. Razak and Mr. Najib in 2006. Bala went missing 4th July 2008, a day after he withdrew his statutory declaration, which exposed the sinister links between Razak Baginda, Prime Minister Najib Razak, and Altantuyaa. Altantuyaa was murdered with C4 explosives in a dense Malaysian jungle in October 2006. Government prosecutors and the trial judge in her murder trial never questioned Bala about Najib's links with the Mongolian model. Shortly after making the damning statements about Najib and Altantuyaa, Bala was taken by one ASP Suresh Kumar to a restaurant in Rawang. There he met 2 brothers, Deepak and Dinesh Jaikishan. Bala's ordeal of being the target of threats, blackmailed and forced into hiding was about to unfold.
Before the Bakute shop, my wife called me. She said, seems a neighbor informed her that somebody is watching my house.
Who?
My neighbor also don't know who is the guy, but somebody is watching. Then...
But how did your neighbor know there's somebody watching the house?
Because the car was just parked opposite my neighbor's house.
What car?
I don't know what car it is, but it's a red color car.
Okay.
Red color car. Then I told my wife, okay, don't do anything first. Just lock the gate. Go inside the house, lock the door. Just keep inside until I make any calls. I told my wife.
Did Deepak mention this car to you at all?
Yes, Deepak mentioned this. What he mentioned was that it's Army intelligence.
Army intelligence?
Army intelligence was waiting in front of my house, he said. They're already watching your house, he said.
And you went to this Bakute shop with ASP Suresh?
Yes, when I went to the Bakute shop, I saw Deepak and Dinesh was sitting there.
They were waiting there?
They were waiting for me.
Okay, and what did you discuss?
No, Deepak actually came to see me because he wanted me to retract my first SD.
Deepak is a businessman who is linked closely to Rosmah Mansor, wife of Prime Minister Najib. He is a director of Kapit Raya, a company which reportedly recorded an income of 122 million ringgit. The company is registered at Dataran Palma, Ampang, Selangor, with its business address in Wisma Mahkota Taman Maluri, Cheras. Some parties have alluded to Deepak being Rosmah's money man, who carries out various tasks on her instructions from time to time.
Our friend was telling me about how you know Rosma, Deepak was telling me how you know Rosma, how you become friend with Rosma, through his carpet business.
From Rawang, Bala was taken to a shopping mall at the Curve Damansara to meet a person whom he was introduced to as just a Dato'. At this point, the Dato' delivered a blunt message to Bala.
The Malay man asked me whether you are married. I said yes. Do you love your family? I said yes. If you love your family, just follow what Deepak instruction, just follow him. Everything will be okay, he told me.
Do you know who this Malay gentleman is or was?
Actually, Deepak introduced me to this Malay gentleman as Dato'.
Yeah.
But I saw the wife was sitting the other side.
Yeah.
She's a pregnant lady. Someone a very familiar face, which she was working with TV3, I think, using what do you mean the program Nona program,
Okay.
She's a host of the Nona program.
Okay.
I know that. From that, I know she's.
So, and from that, do you know who this Dato' was?
Yeah, I know. It's Najib's brother.
Najib's brother.
Younger brother, who's as an architect.
What's his name?
Dato' Nazim.
Nazim. Okay. Now, apart from that, when you were brought to this Volkswagen showroom in the Curve, and you said ASP Suresh didn't want to sit in a McDonald's restaurant because there's a CCTV camera there. Was it because he didn't want to be filmed with Dato' Nazim?
It's because I think he didn't want to film it. Because why? Because most of the places in the Curve, there's a CCTV.
Okay.
He tried to take us to a place where there's no CCTV, and that place is little bit of, darkest place, because it's in the middle of the night.